Dun, 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 dun.
This is From the Big House to the Penthouse podcast. Stories of addiction and recovery. The lie is dead. We do recover.
Come on, Ricky. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, what's going on,
Happy
everybody? Welcome back to another
holidays.
episode of From the Big House to the Penthouse, Stories of Addiction and Recovery, with your host, as always, Enrique Cruz.
Motherfucking crew.
Woo!
Yeah, and Raul motherfucking Moreno. Right, yeah. And quick cousin Ricky got
Quick
this.
cousin
It's
Ricky.
a holiday. You're
Jesus,
supposed to tell me that, dog.
man,
Hey, man.
you were too fast on the beep.
on
I
the
didn't,
right or
I
the-
didn't
which
see
was
it come. The beep
Oh,
is
that's
right
the
here.
wrong one. That's the wrong
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Man,
How was your
dude,
week?
it's been shoot, man. My week it's been terrible.
Yeah?
No, man.
Oh,
Dude, it's been, I don't know, man. It's been, let's see, we came back to work. We were off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday night I was at home crying.
because you had to go back to work.
Dude, I was thinking of Sunday
Yeah.
morning. I was like,
You can call
oh
in.
man, it's over.
You gonna
My
call in
life
sick?
is over. As I know. Yeah, dude. Sunday was depressing, man.
Yeah.
It was. Because
Yeah.
I was like, oh, dude, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I don't know about you. And man, by the way, Thanksgiving was great, man.
Yeah, man.
Thanksgiving. And let me remind me to bring that up in a minute. But
Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thanksgiving was amazing, man. Hey, what's up, Benavides Daniel? Is that
Benavides.
a buddy of yours or what?
Yeah, it's my
Yeah.
army buddy right
All
there,
right, man. You
Yeah.
got some history together,
bro.
huh?
Yeah, man.
Some
Oh
memories?
man, we got some we can't speak of.
Oh, right.
I got you, bro.
man.
He's
Yeah,
married. He's married now.
Oh yeah, no, man. Don't be saying all that stuff, man. That's for another talk show.
Yeah,
Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer.
Right?
Hey, but on Thanksgiving, bro, I was actually leading up to Monday of last week, Tuesday and Wednesday, dude. I was excited, man, because I was like, man, we're gonna be off Thursday, Friday,
Yeah.
Saturday, and we talked about Sunday already. That's the part that is kind of, but anyway, leading up to it, man, Thanksgiving was great, man. I'm gonna tell you something, Raul. I'm gonna tell you something that happened. Go Navy.
Don't
Go
listen-
Navy.
don't
Beat the
listen to
Army.
him.
Who is that, man? David Harrison. Is another buddy of yours?
Yeah,
What, you
yeah,
play
yeah.
football? You play
Well, the Army Navy game
Army
is
Naval.
coming up.
Yeah, is that what it is?
And it's a big rivalry.
battle.
It's a big
Yeah.
thing.
Who
the,
wins?
The Army the last 3 years.
Are you Army? Or you Marines? You're
Army,
yeah?
yeah. But before like the last 3 years, the Navy won like 43 years in a row.
Really?
Or some shit like that. I don't think exactly that number, but yeah.
But it's high. Something like that. Hey, so I was what I said, on Thanksgiving, man, dude, something amazing happened. I'm gonna tell you. I went to my sister's house, and I took my daughters. I took Chrissy, Ricky, Megan, and of course Lisa joined us too. We all went up there to spend Thanksgiving with my sister, and dude, for the last several years, when we went and hello this, and we brought some pies and drinks and stuff like that, so we can put in our part, right?
Yeah.
And my sister with her kids, they showed up and dude, all this little not a lot of commotion, little commotion here and there, and talking, visiting the big table and all that. And dude, for about 3 minutes, I said, you know what? It's time to go. We were there for about an hour and a half, going 2 hours, and I didn't want to overstay my welcome. Not that I would, but I wanted her to have her time with her kids alone, right? So I told my girls, hey, girls, let's get together. Let's get up and everybody, let's start helping my sister clean up, throw away the trash, wash dishes, and put up some of the food and all this stuff, which my girls, man, they got up and Ricky started washing dishes, Chrissy helping, drying, Megan complaining. No, Megan, that's my Megan. But no, Megan got in there too, man. And then Lisa, we all got together and dude, for for 1 minute, I sat there and the girls were all putting this thing together and putting the food up and plates and washing dishes, and you hear all the commotion of the dishes and pots and pans, and I could hear the men in the other room talking shit, about this, that, and the third, and then the game's on the TV. Kids are over there running. The other one is, hey, get off of there and get up the mom. The hair's pulling and all this kind of, dude. And for a split second, for about 2 seconds, 3 seconds of my life, the perfect picture of Thanksgiving happened, dude. Man. For 30, you look, Raul, for about, I've been searching for this moment. I'm gonna take a little step on the thing and go almost all my life.
Yeah.
I've been looking because I've had this picture, this perfect picture in my mind of Thanksgiving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for about, I don't know, maybe 3 minutes. For about 3 minutes, hey, there's Christopher. What's up, bro? There you go, Black Liz. There you go. What y'all thought? That's where I got this one. I got to go back and get it finished up, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's my guy, Chris.
He's a good dude, man.
Yeah.
He's a good dude. Thank you for joining us, Chris. Hey, so for that moment, dude, it just happened. Boom, like that. And it was amazing. I said nothing to nobody. I took a screenshot of it. I took a picture of it. And then I mentioned it to my daughters, man. And I also mentioned it to my home group, man. I went to my home group and I explained to them. We were all talking about with something we're going to talk about here. And we're going to bring up about, I think it's something very important that leads me to this subject, man, is about, staying clean and sober, man, during the holidays.
Yeah, man.
I think that's important, dude. I think right now we're in a very, right now during these holidays, man, we're in a very, very sensitive, very, what's the word I'm looking for? A very critical time in our recovery, in our recovery, bro. Because a lot of emotions, right now, a lot of addicts are dealing with what is that? When you grow up, I want to be like y'all. No, man, you don't want to do that, dog. You don't want to do that.
Be
man.
better, bro.
Be better.
Yeah,
be better. Hey, shoot for the stars. You're shooting too low. Bring it up a notch. What is it, Emerald? Who says that? Bring it up a notch. Hey, what I was saying, man, we're entering, the holiday. We went through Thanksgiving, which is hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard. And I'll tell you what we talked about. Monday, I went to my home, which I hadn't been in a while. But right now, man, is a very critical time in our recovery for a lot of recovering addicts, right? Because we slip. It's a very slippery season for us, man. And we have to be very, very careful. Like we were talking earlier today about, the subject at hand, which is that, man. I think it's very important this time of year.
It is.
We stick together. What do you think?
Ways we want to talk about, staying sober, man. Continue your sobriety during the holidays. A lot of people get depressed, man. Some people aren't with their family. Some people. Shit, they get they want to drink because they're with their family.
Right. Yeah, both, exactly. And dude, there's some family members, Raul, some family members don't understand that this is a disease.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And at one time, I too, dude, was I don't want to say the word ignorant. I wasn't aware. Because it's not related to ignorance. And I apologize because I don't want to offend nobody, right?
No, yeah.
But it's not ignorant. It's just that we're not educated, bro, on the addiction and recovery part, and that this disease, it is a disease of the mind, man.
Right.
Dude, once it gets, you have the disease, man. It's you have to treat it. You have to treat it now, and the treatment. It's not a pill that we take, man. The treatment is recovery, is the process of the process of recovery, which is in the steps. And once you get into the program type of thing, once you get to a home group, all that starts making sense. You know what I mean? With some work. It
does, man. With the holidays coming up and everything, some of the things that they recommend is to have an elevator speech. Like if you were in the business world, be prepared to speak to your family or not when someone offers you an alcohol beverage or some other type. I mean, because I remember back in the day, they'd go smoke and then go eat.
Right. Yeah. You and your cousin would walk down the street and come back. Yeah, or Chinese ice, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So things like that, have like if you were pitching, talk about, hey, this is what I remember. You know what I used to do a lot? I used to say, I'm on medication.
Yeah.
I'm on medication.
Why? That's why I
because
can't drink
Yeah, because I didn't want to talk about my sobriety at the time.
at the time.
Yeah.
What about now?
Man, now you know what? It's everywhere, dude.
What's everywhere?
I've told everyone.
Oh, right.
You
Well,
know,
yeah. I mean, the
Yeah.
cat's out of the bag.
it is. Everyone knows. I mean,
Yeah.
if they didn't know from me telling them, they know because Facebook told them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That
Right.
mugshot.
I had to. I'm gonna tell you something, Raul. When I went to your graduation, bro, I wasn't aware. I mean, I know that you had disclosed your anonymity of your recovery, that you were in recovery, because you know this program is about anonymity, and sometimes we don't want our professional life and the professional people that we do business with and associate with to know that we're in recovery,
Right.
right? But me, from the very beginning, bro, you know, I didn't want anybody holding anything over me, man.
Yeah.
I want everybody to know the truth. I wanted, hell, like you, when you graduated, like, hey, thanks for the city of Pearland, man, for putting my picture. I'm like, God damn. Hey, Raul's
Yeah.
out there, man. He is like brave, and dude, you've got in that bravery, dude, that you know that bravery that you have to expose yourself that way, man. That takes the power away from somebody holding something. Hey, guess what, man? No, I'm not gonna, because I've seen you. You were right? You were pulled over, and I saw your mugshot. Well, man, mine too, right? You can't use that against me.
That's
anymore.
you, man. That's your doing, bro. Like, no bullshit.
Well, I
man.
appreciate that, man.
You helped me. You helped me realize that it's okay. That
It was
you're
scary
not
at
a
one
person.
time, though, bro. It
Yeah.
was scary.
It was
Well, for
scary.
me,
It
it
was scary
was,
for-
dude.
yeah, it was
I
scary for
was
me,
like,
man.
man, what am I gonna do, man? I mean, I'm marked. I'm
Yeah.
marked. You know what I mean?
Especially in your
Yeah.
profession.
Well, yeah, I do. Nobody. That's what I said. I mean, I don't know if you remember sharing one time. I was like, I wanted people when I wanted to be identified as a alcoholic, recovering alcoholic.
Yeah.
And I actually told some people. They're like, "Oh, you're what program?" I'm like, "I'm going to a program, to my meeting." What meeting? And I'm like, "Oh, I'm an Alcoholics Anonymous." You know, I wasn't, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was embarrassed to say that I had a problem with drugs, and I was snorting cocaine and smoking it and all kinds of other shit. You know what I mean? At the time. But as time went by, man, and I started putting some clean time together, I was starting to say, you know what, man? Hey, man, fucking A for me, man. I'm actually, hey, I got 1 year clean.
Yeah.
Hey, I got 2 years clean. Hey, I went and paid the bank back the money, all those fucking checks that I wrote hot.
Yeah.
Dude, I went and paid them. And they took the note off. They took a lien off. Dude, I had liens on me.
Yeah.
I had liens.
That's crazy.
And I went into the bank, man, and made arrangements to pay, and I paid them, and I went to Nick's Corner. You know Nick's Corner?
Right here?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Dude, he's like, hey, man, hey, bro, you cashed a lot of checks here, man, and you bounced, you know, I've got 4 bounced checks. When are you going to pay me? Dude, and he treated me like crap.
Yeah.
He talked to me like that, man, and I was like, hey, Nick, man, look, give me a chance, bro. I'm going to take care of you. Anyway, I'm going into that, but I went through all that. And I go into Nick, and I kept from going to Nick's Corner for a long time because I was embarrassed.
Yeah.
But and then, I don't know, man, I went there and pumped gas one time. And hey, Rick, how you doing? When I bought this shop and started getting my shit together, and things started looking brighter. Oh, look at me now. Shit, man. Look, hey, you know what, man? I'm doing okay now, man. You know, and but anyway, I don't know how I got in that subject, but on the subject of staying clean during the holidays, man, it was something that we were talking about.
Man, I want to ask you, man, what are some of the things that you remember and that you stand out about past Christmases, man, that you have a lot of regret? That's what I wanted to ask you.
Oh, man, regret dude, Christmas is regret?
Yeah.
When I was using?
Yeah.
Or towards the end?
Towards whatever.
To whatever.
When you think of Christmas, what is one thing that you think and be like, oh shit?
The end when I was in active addiction. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Raul, man, it was sad.
Yeah.
It was sad, very sad. It was gloomy. It was sad. It was depressing. Why I didn't take my life at the time is I guess because I was a coward and didn't have the what do you call it, to take my own life. But I think if I would have had a little bit more courage, I probably would have taken my own life, man.
Yeah,
it was bad
because you were alone,
man. Oh, dude. I was
just deep in it.
I was deep into it, man. I had this gorilla on my back, man, and I couldn't get him off.
Yeah,
I mean, I tried, dude, and I tried. Raul, man, look, I'm gonna tell you something, man. as we know today, well, we've known this forever. Thanksgiving comes and then Christmas comes. And then the year's over. As soon as Thanksgiving's over, Christmas is just around the
Yeah,
fucking
right there.
corner and it's over. I mean, the year's over.
Yeah.
To me, it's just going to go like this. Boom, boom, boom. But I remember, dude, that last Thanksgiving, 2009. So I'm gonna take you back to 2009,
Let's
man.
go.
So I bought a turkey. I don't know how I bought it. I bought a turkey and we bought some stuff, and I was at our home on Cunningham Street, man. And I also, bought some drugs, and I was smoking cocaine at the time.
This was Thanksgiving, Christmas.
It started with Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
a week before Thanksgiving. Of course, I was in 2009 is when I got addicted. I got addicted to crack. Okay.
Yeah.
And I smoked it and I loved it. I mean, I fell in love with it, bro. I said, I'm gonna buy a turkey, I'm gonna cook a ham, I'm doing it, I'm gonna smoke some shit too. It didn't turn out that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ran out of shit. And then I bought some more shit, and then I burnt the turkey because I had been up for maybe several weeks already. I burnt the turkey and didn't have money left over to buy another turkey, so my kids went out without turkey for Thanksgiving. The mashed potatoes, we didn't have any mashed potatoes. Didn't have any giblet gravy. We didn't have any what do you call it? What goes the dressing?
Yeah.
No dressing with the gravy. I don't know, man. It was a terrible Thanksgiving. And then I don't even think my kids ate Thanksgiving dinner.
You remember that?
You don't remember? She was little.
Oh.
But it was I remember it.
Yeah.
It, man. It was terrible. It was depressing. No, you were here. Yeah. When 2009. Yeah, we're here. Yeah, I didn't leave till 2010 when I was in jail. 11, yeah.
So, man, that's insane to just.
And the bad part,
that wasn't the bad part?
That wasn't the bad part. The bad part was that after I burnt the turkey, there was no turkey, no dressing, nothing. And my kids are just like, what do we do? I even after going, oh man, I wasn't gonna go ask anybody else for any money for turkey, but I did ask for money for drugs.
Yeah,
I did. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Even dude, and it was bad. And then of course we didn't go nowhere. People would knock at the door and I said, don't answer the door, don't answer the door. You know what I mean? So I isolated myself and my family away from the rest of the family. I remember that. And then let's speed up the time. I went and on Christmas, man. We never went to none of the parties. So all our family members had gifts for us and they would come knock on the door to bring us the gifts after Christmas. And we wouldn't answer the door because I told them don't answer the door. And they would just leave the gifts on our doorsteps. You know what I mean? It was pretty bad, man.
It says, what I've done a lot of reading today, and I was looking at different things. And are you checking yourself out in the mirror? Yeah. And there's like a lot of different ways they were saying to survive the holidays. Mm-hmm. And one of them was to set realistic goals and limits. Like staying in your recovery is your number one priority.
Staying or what?
Like staying in your recovery.
Right.
So
absolutely.
Everybody wants to spend time with family and do things like that, but you have to remember what you're focused on and what your mission is.
Well, you know what my focus is, Raul? It's my immediate family, which is my children.
Yeah.
So when I put my focus on them and my wife today, my wife and my children, and actually, I'm going to be even more frankly, man, I come first.
Yeah.
I have to.
I believe
my
that.
recovery. No, listen.
No,
that too. No, I my sobriety, I have to, dude, I have to go. I can't put myself in a position, even if my family, if my daughters and my other family, and then they're drinkers and they're partiers and this and that. The decisions that I have to make today include my recovery.
Right.
They have to. I come first.
Yeah.
Because you know what? If my recovery doesn't come first, everything that I love comes last.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I feel that.
You know what I mean?
No,
absolutely. It's 100%. Yeah. It's been proven over and over again. It is, man. My recovery has to come first, because if it's not, everything that I love will come last. And that's my children. So recovery is first, man. This is the rules of recovery. It's whatever your higher power is. Me is God. Right? Whether I believe in God or not, which sometimes I have trouble with, and I've explained this before, right? That sometimes I'm like, well, is there really a God up there, man? And there must be, because all these beautiful things have been happening in my life, Raul, right? So sometimes I say, yeah, there is a God. But then sometimes some bad shit happens to me, and I'm like, God can't be allowing this, man. You know what I mean? But
I think that's normal. I think
a lot of people go through that thing. So, but I go through it, and I'm just being honest. Right. What my thought process is. So God, recovery, myself, and then my family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's so I don't put myself, if there's going to be a, like my sisters, I went to my sisters and she was kind enough to not have any alcohol. I didn't ask her.
Oh, yeah, she did that. She did that for you.
I don't know. I don't know if she did or didn't, but there was no. I noticed that while I was there and after I was left, maybe after I left, they partied. Shit came out, right? Yeah, he's gone. No, but I noticed after I left, my sister called me, dude. She's like, Ricky, look, hey, I just want to tell you, man, that this was an awesome Thanksgiving, man. Thank you for coming. The girls, she goes, man, we started reminiscing about, when we were little and how I used to get in trouble, and I said, here, get in trouble, and this kind of that.
Well,
yeah. I know it's hard to believe.
I don't believe
it. But she called me and I was like, Maria, man, this was an amazing Thanksgiving. I spent it with my daughters. I didn't spend it with out with anybody else. It was my daughters. They were my daughters and my wife. Are the people that I put first in my life, and they're the ones that I spend my Thanksgiving with, man. And it was amazing. Now, again, I don't put myself in any positions, Raul, where it would have compromised my sobriety, my recovery.
That was a lot of the steps in surviving.
Absolutely,
the holidays. Chris says he always tests you before he blesses you with more.
Right on. Yeah. Well, that is the truth, man. That's absolute truth. I'm going to tell you, they say, I had a friend one time tell me that, hey, Rick, listen, man, have you ever noticed that whenever you're out doing wrong, which was drinking, drugging, whoring around and all that kind of stuff, he goes, did you ever notice how money wouldn't last? You couldn't make it. You couldn't make it last. It's just, the good Lord, man, he's not going to continue to, He won't bless you, man, if you're just, getting these blessings and you're just throwing them away. You know what I mean? They won't last. And I guess that's a good way to look at it. I mean, that's the way I look at it. But I'm going to tell you, dude, one time, I'm going to tell you something. The year I got out in 2012, right? Mm-hmm. 2012 is when I say that's my recovery starts, because I got out of recovery, got out of jail, got out of recovery, rehab. And I came to live with my mom. Well, around the holidays, I remember one of the very first times that I stood up for myself was like this, man. And I share this at meetings, was that I remember my mom was having a little Thanksgiving get together, and I was living upstairs in one of my old rooms when I lived, at home. And I remember going downstairs, and she had people at a table that were drinking and playing cards. She had my uncle and my aunt were over. But anyway, I remember walking downstairs, and she's like, hey, she goes, I said, Mom, I'll be back. I'm going to, run down somewhere. I forget where I was going. It was late, it was in the evening time of night. And she says, hey, well, do me a favor. She goes, can you stop by the store and buy 18 pack of beer? Right. See, she didn't know the recovery part. She didn't know that, she just innocently, and I'm like, I said, no, you can't tell your mom. I mean, I can't tell my mom. No, I can't. I can't go to the store for you. I know I've heard other kids do, but I was like, yeah, sure. I don't tell anybody. Yeah, sure. I'll run the store for you, man. He gave me the money. And I remember walking out and going, man, if my mom knows, man, that I was just sat in rehab. Yeah. I was just sitting in jail. I was in rehab. Why would she ask me to do this, man? She didn't think it through. Right. Yeah. But dude, that's normal people. We call them normies, right? They don't understand. So we can't hold that against them. Our family members, they don't have to stop our lives. They don't have to stop. Dude, the ones that need to change is us.
Right.
Us. We make the changes. They don't have to make changes for us. Yeah. So we do that as responsibility to our recovery. Now, once we learn that. So, dude, I remember sitting outside and being disappointed. Sitting out there going, man, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this, man. And I can't believe you. And I wasn't quite talking. I didn't quite consult with my sponsor yet. But I went and knocked on the window. I said, Mom, can you come? I was like, hey, can you come outside? goes, yeah. So she comes like, what's up? What happened? She goes, you need more money? I said, no. I said, look, here, I'm going to give you your money back. She goes, well, what happened? I said, look, mama, yeah, here. I said, look, mama, I can't go buy that beer for you. Oh, she goes, that's right. You're on probation. You can't buy. I said, no, I can buy it. I can buy it. I said, and I can buy it and bring it to you. I just don't want to.
Don't want to.
I don't want to. I said, Mom, I don't want to. I don't want to be associated with drinking. I don't want to be associated with buying alcohol. Of course, drugs was my problem, my main problem. But she goes, oh, don't worry about it then. Yeah, no, Mom, I just don't want to.
Right.
You know, I hope you can understand.
Nah,
And dude, she
it's
understood, man. And from then on, dude, I was like, man, this isn't so hard after all. People will understand.
Understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She understood.
But
And
I think talking to people, man, getting it out there is the toughest, you know, to worry about what people have to say or what to think.
Can I tell you something else, you know, that I've done
tell me.
also too along the way, bro, is I've been to restaurants, you
Mhm.
know, during the holidays, and I like to show off. I like to spend money. I love I love to spend money, man. I like to spend a lot of it too. But and I'm not afraid to say it anymore.
Well,
but
we know.
Hey, yeah, hell yeah, right on. So hey, check it out. So I'm at this restaurant, right? And I'm taking, you know, I invited friends over, man, and we're eating and blah blah blah, and my mom and my sister and I don't know who else. They were like ordering drinks, right? Beer and shots and all that, and blah blah blah, and then. Anyway, I was like, hey, Dad, and then I said, no problem. They're over there. Drinking doesn't bother me anymore. When I'm around people that drink, it doesn't bother me at all. I don't recommend it with other addicts, other alcoholics, but to me, I'm okay with it. I know where that'll take me. So I've done the whatever. But anyway, do I remember I was like, you know what? Okay, it's time for me to go. Hey, Pierre or whatever, hand me the bill.
Was his name Pierre?
No, I'm just saying that. It just sounded like a Pierre. But I was like, hey, bring me the bill. And everybody, no, bring me the bill. And I said, we're on bill. I said, before you hand it to me, separate the alcohol.
Yeah.
Right? And then he said, just separate that. Yes. I said, I just want to let you guys know that thank you for coming, man. I appreciate it. I love you all. I'm out of here. No, Rick, no, I invited you. The only thing is I don't pay for alcohol.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? And it's not that I can't.
Right.
It's not that I can't. It's just that I won't.
I got you.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I won't. I am not
I
going to spend one red fucking cent on alcohol or drugs. I told myself, Raul, for the rest of my recovery, and again, we're just supposed to live for today. All we can say is, I'm not going to drink or do drugs today. What's going to happen tomorrow? We don't know. All I know is today, I'm not going to drink or do drugs. Today, okay, so with that being said, you know, I made a conscious decision, man, that to never for the rest of my life, even if I'm at a restaurant, if I'm somewhere, I would never pay for alcohol again. Never. In any way.
Yeah.
And I did that and I felt great. I felt like a little, part of me felt, because, dude, I'm used to, dude, when I was out there and before I went down, dude, I've been down twice in my life.
Yeah.
I've been twice. This last time was but I was 25 years old when I went down the first time. I went down hard then. I went down harder this time because I had a lot to lose and I lost a lot. But yeah, that's the deal. I those are the things that I do for myself today. Like I said, I don't buy alcohol, especially drugs. But
that's good,
alcohol,
man.
Yeah, drugs.
That's good. You don't buy nobody's drugs.
I don't buy nobody's drugs, man. They have to buy their own shit.
You know, a lot of times during the holidays, man, people forget to stay in touch with other people in recovery. You know, you get out and you go traveling and things like that. So it says stay connected, stay in touch with others that are in the recovery and family who makes healthy choices.
But did you know what there is out there today? Google. You know what that does?
Yeah. Well,
when you go travel,
everything.
Well, everything. But here's the deal, bro. For us, that if you're going to be traveling, let me give a public service announcement, right? A public service announcement, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's a secret. It's a secret. Okay. What I'm fixing to tell y'all, man, is going to blow your fucking mind. Okay? If you, Raul, or I, or one of us goes traveling, let's say we go to pick a state, pick a town, a state, or whatever you want, pick it.
Texas.
I
ain't going
anywhere
nowhere
but Texas. We're just hey, look, amuse me. Say something up north. Just New York.
New York.
New York. Let's say Raul takes a step and he goes, you know what? I'm going to New York. Why? We don't know why, but you're going there, right?
Yeah.
And you and let's say somebody you went and visit a relative down there in New York. You haven't seen him in a while. When you get there, you get into an argument with him because y'all brought up old times and blah blah blah, and he owed you money or some bullshit like that, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, your mind got a little fucked up, right? And you're like, you know what do we do when we get upset, Raul? What did you used to do when you used to get upset?
Get messed up.
Well, I mean, at least what? Relieve your right. Have a
drink
drink because that's how we're programmed, dude. Most of us are programmed like you get upset. What are you gonna do? Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna stop at the store and just pop me a boom, and everything's gonna be fine after that, right? You get upset. So that's what we do. When we're happy, you're gonna celebrate. What do? We have a drink. Same thing. Yeah. You get out here, you hurt your toe, fucking drink. Okay, everything's on. So, dude, what happens is, man, let's say you're in New York, and you get upset or you do whatever with whoever down there, right? What I have learned today, man, is that I pick up. I would get upset, man. If I get upset or whatever, I pick up my phone, this magic box right here. This is a cell phone and it's got Google on it, right? You pick up your phone and you look up.
No.
This thing, no. Well, that too, but that eats up your battery. So don't do it that much no more, man. You go through a lot of batteries with porn, but you pick this up, man, and then you go to Google and then you put your location and then you put in their meetings. And you go to a meeting.
That's what's up.
You go to a meeting,
that's
man.
Simple,
yeah, that's simple. You go to a meeting and you walk in and just like you build the current. My sponsor used to say, and I used to tell them, well, because the first time I went to a meeting was in Florida. The first time that I left Texas in sobriety when I was clean, I went to Florida. And when I was there, I was still fairly clean. I said, you know what, man, I need a meeting. So I picked up my phone and I Googled it and I found a meeting, 3.7 miles away. And it was like 2 hours of the time where I was at. And dude, I went to them. I told Lisa, hey, I'll be back. She goes, where you going? It's like, I'm going to go to a meeting. She goes, how are you going to get there? I said, I told her, Dad, hey, can you give me a ride? He was where? To a sobriety meeting. Yeah, sure. I took her dad with me. Yeah, I took her dad with me. And he even sat in the meeting with me.
Did they know your story at that time?
No.
Yeah.
They don't know the whole story. A lot of people, dude, I don't owe anybody the privilege of giving them my story. Not everybody deserves my story. You know what I mean?
You told a lot of people, right?
Well, no, I know, but I mean, if they ask me for it, I give it to them. You know what I mean? I'll shock them. Yeah. If they don't ask me, they don't ask me, I don't tell them. But they never ask me my story. Yeah.
I mean, one of the other things it says is to have an escape plan. There's nothing wrong
don't
with
even
having
say that,
an exit time from the gathering. So if you say you're going to go
what does that mean?
Like
an exit plan. Oh, an exit plan.
Yeah. If I'm going to go chill with the family.
Dude, you know what Lisa told me one time? You know why that hits me?
What?
She told me she had an exit plan for me.
Oh, that's different.
That's different. Is that what you were talking about?
No, that's different.
Well, I'll tell you about that in a little. Exit plan. Go ahead.
So what the exit plan is when you go.
She had an exit plan.
When you go and hang out with the family or friends or whatever, and you say, I'm leaving at 6:00, regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Say that again. Say that again.
If you go and hang out with the friends or the family, you say, all the craziness starts happening at 9, or let's say something like that.
The freaks come out at 10, right? Yeah.
So you get home by 9:00,
right?
You feel me? You have that set in your mind where you're like, all right, I gotta go. Mm-hmm. I gotta be home by this time or whatever. So I have an exit plan.
Right.
Exit strategy. Mm-hmm. That's what it means. Or
well,
what it's saying.
Yeah. It's always good to have an exit plan, bro. I mean, excuse me. I tend to have an exit plan everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, dude, I have an exit plan. In fact, anywhere I go, when I park my car, I park it with the steering wheel with the tires parked out.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Ready to roll.
You know what that is? That's an old gangster thing. When you park
your car, the wheels.
When you park your car, you park your car with the wheels sticking out.
Yeah.
That way, there's some shit that goes down. You go jump in your car out of there. You know what I mean?
You know David?
I know David.
David said he needs help.
What's up, David? Give me a holler, man.
David, let's
call
talk.
Me, man.
Call Ricky.
I'll put my Raul will put my cell phone on there, man. Give me a call. Give me a call, David. We're gonna talk. Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm here for you, bro. We're here for you.
We'll
You
call
can. Do we have?
Ricky.
Do you have the number
I don't
of
have your.
hacking support?
Yeah, we have a national helpline support is 1-800-662-HELP.
Do we have an email for the Bait House to the
Yeah, our email. Excuse me.
yeah.
Our email is. Oh, sorry. It's right there at the bottom.
Is it on there right now?
Support at
Yeah.
bighouse-to-the-penthouse.com.
Hey, look, man, and I'm also I don't know how Raul can do this, man, and I don't know if he'll be able to do it, but I would like for Raul to put my cell phone on there, man. Listen, I'm gonna go ahead and say this, man, to everybody that can hear me, high and low, up and wide, or whatever, however you want to say it, but I do run a business and I stay extremely busy in my business. But listen, man, if you need help, I'll say this right now that Raul will put my cell phone on there. If you need help, text me, and I will take time out of my schedule to call you and talk to you. We'll talk. I mean, I've been there before, man. I've I know what it's like in the holidays. I know what it's like to be, I know what it's like to be outed by my family. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you, man, look, with our families, bro, anybody that's anybody with that has had an addiction problem, a addiction with alcohol and drugs, and even mental issues.
Yeah,
Okay,
mental issues. Depression is
depression,
a big
man.
part,
Depression is
man.
a big one too. And some of us addicts suffer from from depression, which leads us to use alcohol, to use drugs, and if you have any issues with that, man, or you just want to talk, man, you're a little lonely, you want to talk, man, hit my cell phone up, text me first. I don't answer a lot of unidentified calls. I mean, and not because I don't want to, I just don't, because I miss them during the day. But if you text me, I do. I will see it. I will read it, and I will call you back. So look, man, I always say, and this is sincerely, man, to my heart, sincerely from the bottom of my heart, man. It's call me or text me before you use. You know what I mean? Call me or text me before you do something stupid. Um, and something that's gonna set you back, man. I mean, setbacks are it's a setback and it's okay. You know what I mean? Look, man, you're talking to a person that has had many, many setbacks, man. I've seen it all, man. I've been outed from my family. I've seen, I've been humiliated, man, by drug dealers. I've been humiliated by family. And humiliated by friends. I'm humiliated by myself, most of all.
Yeah,
Raul.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
and which that's the worst, but I've been there, as they say, been there, done that, and I'm on the other side, man.
Yeah, man.
And I want to help someone, man. If I could help one person, look, man, if I could help one person this holiday, that will make my Christmas day very special. Just one person, and if I could reach out 10, it'll be even better than that, man.
Yeah.
And so there's my cell phone, man. Anybody that wants to talk, call me, man. And in fact, I'll even do this, man. I'll come to you. We'll meet somewhere, and if I need to come to your house, this I'll tell you, I won't come if you're drinking or using. That I won't do.
Right.
I can't put myself in that position. But all right, David, give me a call, man. There's my cell phone, man. Give me a call. And it's again, and
It's okay
and
to struggle, man.
absolutely
It's
struggle.
okay to
Hey, man,
struggle.
this time of the year, Raul, this time of the year is the worst, man. Because look, man, a lot of us, like myself, man, I wish I had my dad with me, man.
Yeah,
I
I get
wish on Christmas Eve, I think of all the loved ones that I've lost, and time lost during my my run of this alcohol and drug run that I had. And I think today, now that I think a little bit, I like to think that I'm thinking a little bit more clearer, that I'm going, man, now look at all these blessings, all these wonderful things happening in my life. I wish my dad was here. I
Yeah.
wish he was here to see me.
He sees it,
and that's
though,
what they
man.
say.
Yeah.
And I like to believe it's true. And I do believe it. I do believe it sometimes. And sometimes my mind gets the best of me. And I'm like,
Yeah.
well. But anyway, I say all that to say this, man, is that the holidays are tough. But look, man, we've been through tougher.
Right.
Man, we've been through tougher. You've been through, the military life, and we've had a lot of losses. That look, man, we're still here. We're fighting, man. We're
Fighting, man.
alive. You know what I
Fighting.
mean? And we're healthy. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the most important. We can get through it.
It's a lot of people didn't make it, man, but you're here for a reason, and
Absolutely.
you're still kicking, and you're still doing the damn thing, and it's okay to be struggling still.
Absolutely.
But
that means you're alive.
Yeah, you're never too old to change your life, man.
I know.
You know, that's one thing
Absolutely
that I'm very, man, between the both of us, bro, we found it at a shit. You found it about the same age as I found it.
Mm-hmm.
No, because
Yeah,
what are you about? 39?
I'm 52. Hombre, yeah, I'm 38. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. And one of the other things it was saying was to create ways to celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
Like same old places and events can trigger negative urges. So if you will change your environments. So it's saying like if I had a group of friends that I know what I did with them.
Yeah.
Then probably my best advice to myself would don't hang out with that certain group of friends.
Absolutely.
Or be prepared.
But Raul, things seem to, I'm going to tell you, in my experience, as we start putting a little bit of recovery times, things start changing. Seems like they start changing on their own because, dude, a lot of these folks that I was drinking and partying with, man, once I knew that I was staying clean, and within 6 months, 3 to 6 months, and then it went to a year, and then a year and a half. I think they just quit. They wrote me off as a loss. Yeah. I was like, hey, but man, this guy
could have been some of the best things happened to you.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I'm okay with that, man. Yeah. Because you know what, I truly like to believe, man, that God puts people in their place, man, for a reason. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm very lucky that I had Eugene was put in my path, and then I had other people in my path, and dude, my life is completely different today. I mean, there's only one cat that I know of from my past. His name is Edgar. I don't know if you've ever met him, Edgar Arce. Mm-hmm. And he's a childhood friend of mine, and he's the only one that I know that he's the only one that I know that I know he drinks. And I don't know if he does any more drugs or not. But I know he drinks, and he drinks a lot. Yeah. But man, I love him. I love him, man. I don't go anywhere with him, and he knows this. He knows it's that I don't go anywhere with him, but I love him to death because
it's okay to still have love for him.
I've accepted, and he knows, and I know that we can't be together. We're like a relationship. We can't be together, dog. We can't be together.
We're just toxic.
Yeah, bro. We're a toxic relationship. Yeah, but I love him, man. I love him. He's a dear friend of mine, man. But he knows that we would never be together.
My buddy Will, man, stay strong, be strong. The struggle shows strength. Amen. Right on. Bro. I feel that.
Right.
That's another Army buddy of mine, man. He's like my brother, bro.
All right, man. Good to see you, Will.
Edgar.
Hey, David Gross, you remember Edgar Arce, man? He's still kicking, man. Yeah. He's still kicking. I remember David from school, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. He remembers Edgar.
Man, how do you remember school? I don't remember.
Dude, I remember school. I loved school, man.
I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, I do, man.
I had people come up to me and to talk to me and be like, hey, man, how you been? How's the family? We walk away, and I'm like, who the hell was that?
Who the fuck was that?
And I got to Google them or Facebook.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, man, it was... what does that Ricky say? Can you see comments from both sides? Ricky joining us. All right, little Ricky is my daughter, my youngest. You can see comments. Yeah, there she is.
Why?
Can you see them? Yeah, comments.
Okay, yeah. So another thing is they talk about, man, is self-care. Understand that this time of year might be emotional time for you, and it's okay to prepare yourself for, what life is going to bring. If it's okay. I continue to keep saying it's okay to struggle, man, because it's okay. Mm-hmm. And it's okay to not be okay. And that's one of my favorite t-shirts, by the way.
It's okay not to be okay.
Yeah. I'm not plugging myself, but CharlieMikeMilitaryApparel.com.
Hey, eso ladón.
Yeah.
Hey, that makes a great Christmas gift.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. We need to put the website up, dog. Hey, put it on there too. Hey, get your military, what do you call it?
Military apparel.
Apparel, yeah. Hey, that's a great. In fact, you know what? Charlie Mike, Military Apparel, man. That's a great organization, which Raul has, and we would like for you guys. We're gonna put the website up too, man. Charlie Mike helps a lot of military. What is the 22? What is that? Let's talk about that for a second.
The 22. Well, yeah.
What is that?
Well, the 22. Everyone. I don't know. Everybody. A lot of people understand that 18 between 18 and 22 veterans commit suicide a day, man. A day.
Wow, that's a lot.
And man, there's not one person that served that doesn't know one person that's committed suicide.
Really?
That's it's those numbers are crazy, man. Yeah. And then throughout the pandemic, man, the numbers rose, and it's insane because a lot of people, man, like Rocco was saying, like 98% of the time when veterans commit suicide, they're under the influence of alcohol or drugs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's struggling with mental issues and PTSD. They have to remember that we recover, man. We recover too, and it's okay to reach out for help, man. It shows a strong individual to reach out for help when they need it. It's a sign of strength. It's not a sign of weakness to say, "Hey, man, I need help."
Hey, dude, and when we had Rocco on the Vincent Rocco, right? Or what do you call him, Vincent or Rocco? When we had him on the show, something that amazed me was, what he was saying. Remember what he said that Vincent was saying that I want to call him Vincent for some reason. It's like a cool name.
Yeah, Vincent. Well, that's his name.
Well, I mean, right? But people call him Rocco. I want to call him Vincent.
Rocco's his middle name.
Is it?
Well, it's not his middle name.
It's his stage name, like my stage name.
You
right?
say stage name.
My
like
stage name is Kike.
Like he's a stripper.
I thought everybody, hey, what's your name? It's like, my name is Ricky, but my stage name is Kike. Yeah, what were we saying? What I was digging, man, about the conversation when we were talking, he said he whenever the military, he said that he would guys that were that would show up at a bar that were drinking by themselves. He put this thing out there where, hey, listen, you call in and we'll come meet you. You don't have to drink alone, right?
Drinking bros.
Bros. But he said, later on he figured out. He says, no, man, wait a minute. Once he got sobriety, he says, no, man, I can't do that no more. You know what I mean? No, call me and I'll talk to you and I'll do this and that, but I won't come drinking with you because that has been a crutch for him. It was that was cool, man. I thought for him to get that part once he went into recovery, when he went into to getting sober.
One of the things I like,
did you get that?
I understood. And one of the things I was going to say about that too is, man, he said he's got ownership in a liquor company, but he won't. He won't promote it.
No, he won't promote it. That's a trip, man.
That's some.
Because I'm going to tell you something.
Shit,
well, it is. That's pretty fucking heavy, man. I'm going to tell you something, man. When I started to get clean, dude, and my shop wasn't doing that well, I considered selling drugs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Was after you were clean?
After I was clean, yeah. Dude. Because I sold drugs, man. When I was out there, I mean, when I had my shop in the 90s. And in the early 2000s, I mean, I was selling coke. I was selling coke and bringing shit in, and I mean, it's a big long thing, but
how many years ago?
That was in the late 90s, early 20s, early 2000s.
You're good, right?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, it should be good. Yeah, it's past time. But I mean, I was quite honestly, so I was having shit come in and in bigger quantities, but so when I went down financially, emotionally, and spiritually, man, and then I started to try to get the shop back open again, and this time just by itself, just the actual work. I said, and I was in recovery. I started this recovery life. I was like, you know what, man? Why don't I just go and push a little shit? You know what I mean? And make some quick cash. And I considered it. I thought about it. And I almost did it.
Yeah.
Really? But then I said, just like Rocco, man, he was like, man, dude, I can't be pushing this shit and then coming into the meetings and going, oh, Lord, and this, that, and I'm this good guy and I'm this and I love people and recovery and this, and then be selling this shit. I couldn't do it, man.
Yeah, it's like.
So I said, no, I guess I'll just, if I'm broke the rest of my life, I'm just going to be But I mean, dude,
Broken sober,
well,
though.
I mean, the good Lord helped me, man. He restored me. Restored. Look, Raul,
Because you're good
they
people,
restored.
man.
Well, restored. I don't want to
Got a
go
good
that,
heart.
but I mean, they restored my thinking, Raul, to where I could concentrate again. I spent the first part of 3 years of my sobriety, my clean time. I spent a lot of time confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't think right. I couldn't think right. Huh?
Wait a minute, you met me 2 years into your
Well, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
what he means,
That's what I'm talking
confused.
about. I was very confused.
He is
But
confused.
no, but yeah, no, dude. I remember. I remember being, in those early stages, going, I'm just so much going on. There's a lot of chaos still going on, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're talking about the holidays. We're the reason for this podcast is how to stay clean and sober during the holidays and what to do. And there's my cell phone. You can text me, and if I take a little longer to get back to you, man, don't lose hope. If I text you, you text me and I don't answer, then call me and then call me again. I'm also, like I said, man, it's about brotherhood, man. It's about, sobriety. It's about recovery, whatever you can call it. If you're an alcoholic, if you're a recovering drug addict, if you're an overeater, over whatever, in excess of anything. You know what? I've always said to myself, Raul, that I suffer from an excessive I have an excessive compulsive disorder. You know what I mean? I love to do everything in excess. And then my kids they tell me, you know what, Dad? And they tell me mad when they express these things to me. They're like, Dad, you're either way over here or you're way down there. There's no in between with you. It's just like there's no negotiating with you. And it's true, man. I've accepted that it's true. And I'm working on that part, man.
Yeah.
I'm working on slowing down, man.
Well,
just
a couple of things real quick, man. I just want to say the last few things that we have is meetings. Recovery groups, NA, AA are a safe place for you to go and just to be around people, that understand.
Dude, being alone is the worst thing you could do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? An addict in his own presence is the worst enemy. It's the worst person you can be around yourself.
Right.
Ourselves.
But it's crazy though, man,
is.
because I enjoy I like being alone.
Do you?
Yeah. It's
Really?
weird though. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you imagine if you were not alone though? Can you imagine the opposite though? Let's say if you got out more. Can you imagine the possibilities of different people we could meet?
Oh,
dude, let me tell you this, man. My life changed when I started to take risks out with people because I was very scared, dude. And I was again, there was nothing that I didn't associate just drinking with. When I went to church, and not, hey man, you're comfortable, you're at home, you love it. Hey, today I love it at home too. I do. I don't, man, when I go, Lisa and I, we go eat somewhere and we come right home. And we come right home. And I know you see us traveling from time to time.
But especially with your view that you guys, I would never leave.
Over at the apartment?
Yeah, I'd never leave, man. That's amazing.
It is an amazing view, but just like everything, dude, you kind of get used to it, and you get ungrateful. You know what I mean? Dude,
Yeah.
sometimes I go into my apartment, dude, and I come in. I bring to my apartment, I bring problems from home, from my shop.
Yeah.
I bring them there, and sometimes I walk in, Raul, and I'm in a bad mood. I'll walk into the apartment. Lisa will go before me, and I'll walk in and I'll turn on the TV and I'll sit down on the couch, and this great view you're talking about is back here and it's right there in the window, right? And I'll come in and I'm all messed up in my mind and not in a bad mood, but I'll be like, just like this. And all these beautiful things. And dude, I'll be there for 3 or 4 or 6 hours later or the next day. Then I'll go to bed. The next day I'll get up. I'm going, holy shit, man, this is a nice place. Why am I spending it, in such a bad mood?
Yeah.
And then I get it together. But dude, it happens, Look, man, I'm gonna tell you something, Raul. Here. I'm gonna tell you what fuels my recovery is gratitude. Gratitude. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm a very ungrateful son of a bitch. I'm gonna tell you, I am, dude. I'm like my sponsor. You tell me I'm a great ungrateful son of a bitch. Something my sponsor used to say, man. He used to say it all the time. He says, man, I'm a fast learner, but I'm an even faster forgetter.
Oh, I see.
Dude, I forget. I forget cabrón. I forget where I was playing with the microphone. I unplugged it. my sponsor used to tell me, dude, when I used to get all in my head, and thinking about all this crazy shit that people, that I imagine people were saying about me when they were not. But anyway, he used to say, I don't forget what he was saying, but he would say, man, Ricky, we have to stay grateful, man, staying, in gratitude. Man, let's just think back of how things used to be.
Yeah.
In your, like we were talking earlier, man, dude, that Thanksgiving, remember how gloomy and ugly and depressing that thing? I forget about that sometimes, bro.
Yeah.
I forget that I sold my washer and dryer, you know what I mean? And we had to go wash clothes at the laundromat. I forget about that. I forget about sometimes on my Christmas, this Christmas coming up, it's going to be an awesome Christmas. Why? Because I didn't sell the dope man the presents under the tree.
Well, that normally makes it a lot better.
That would make it a lot better Christmas, right?
Yeah,
so
man.
there ain't gonna be no dope man out there opening presents that has Ricky Cruz, Chrissy Cruz, and Megan
It's not
Cruz.
funny.
Yeah, it's not funny, but it's true. Hey, but it's true. You know what I mean? Hey, I ain't got to sugarcoat it, man. I'm not fucking Willy Wonka. You know what I mean? I'll tell you the truth. You ask me, I'll tell you how fucked up my Christmas were. And you know who did it? I did it. I did. Why? You know why, Raul? Because my dumb ass took a highly addictive drug, and I played Russian roulette with my family and my life. I did it, and then I got hooked on it. So, and you know who pays the consequences, man? Our children and our family. Yeah.
But they also reap.
Now they do, yes. Well, but
right now,
they
man.
do. They do if we do the work.
Right.
We have to do the work.
You got to.
We have to. We have to say, hey, listen, man, I cannot go to this motherfucker's party because he gets crazy. Sorry. I cannot go to this family member's house because he gets a little and he starts talking shit. And then I'm probably end up, popping him beside his head, and I'm gonna go to jail. So what do? We stay home.
Avoid the situation.
See, and then we start making these better decisions for ourselves, man.
Yeah.
So, and this is all part of, so if we plan things, these holidays, Raul, say, no, I'm not going to go with her because she's a bitch. I'm not going to his house because he's nosy and he always tells me what to do. I'm not going to go to my mom's house because I'm just going to sit at home.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, whoever's because at home, what happens? I rule it. I don't know about you, but I rule at my house. Well, no, my wife does. But
we know.
Yeah, where's she at?
She ain't paying attention.
She's not here. I rule at home. So what I do, hey, dude, I'm the king of my castle. And you come to my house, you start talking a little smack, I'm gonna tell you go home.
Yeah.
I'm in my couch. You go home, right?
Man, one of the other things was saying, man, do something nice for someone. Do something thoughtful.
Get out of self, man.
Help an elderly person.
Get out of self. We call
help
it
a family member. Yeah. Or do some volunteer time.
Do something for someone else, man.
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling.
You know what they used to say? Because I was in recovery with Monty, a good friend of mine, the guy that sends me these texts, every day for the last 10 years that I told you about.
Oh, yeah.
I talked to him. I'm going to put him on the show. He's interesting to talk to. But what we used to say when I was in rehab was this saying that we had was like, F me, help someone else.
Yeah.
F me, help someone else, man. Because look, dude, what happens is a magic thing happens, man, when we help someone else. We stop thinking about the bullshit going on in our lives and everything going on in our stupid ass mind that leads us to certain things, to making bad decisions or thinking stupid shit. And when we help someone, we get that we get that gratification. We get that feeling inside that we can do something. We can make a difference in someone else's life. That's A. B. Someone else reaps the rewards of our work. You know what I mean? That's amazing. It is a great feeling, man. It is. Sometimes I used to think it was a bunch of bullshit, but it's not. It's just like, no, this motherfucker just wants me to do some work for free. But no, I mean, it's in also, like I said, my sponsor used to pick us up and take us to do good for nothings. It's like, you mean you call me a good for nothing? My dad used to call me that, a good for nothing. But he called it good for nothings, man. So he would find someone like an elderly person needed to move a refrigerator or move a washer or dig a ditch or something when I was up there in rehab in Dickinson. And he used to take a bunch of us guys. I said, no, man, I bet my sponsor, I bet that's somebody's probably charging him money. This guy that's working over here.
Reaping the benefits.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And I don't know if he did or didn't, man, but I was like, man, he sure is interested in taking all of us over there for work and, you know, and managing us out there. Anyways, but good for nothing, man.
He was the foreman.
He was a foreman. He was like, hey, with a cane. And he was crippled too, man. Eugene, but I loved him, man. He did a lot for me. He'd be like leaning on the cart with the cane. Hey, yo, move on. Come on, man. Yeah, come over here and move this. Like, he sure has a lot of interest in doing this good for nothing. Somebody's getting something out of this good for nothing. Probably Eugene. I don't know.
With that, Ricky, it's been an hour.
You gotta be kidding me, man. I'm just getting warmed up, dog. We should go 2 hours, man.
Man, you say it. Let's do it.
Man, no. People sleep, man. Hey, we gotta get ready for the holidays. But listen, hey, nombre, hey, we're both the boss. Hey, listen. Before we finish, man, Raul's gonna run my cell phone through there again, man. It's on there, right? Put it on there, and then again, man. And if you, there's my number, man. So you got no reason, man. Call me or text me, and we'll talk anytime, any hour. Oh, I'm pretty heavy sleep. I'm a pretty light sleeper, so I hear my cell phone if it goes off. But we'll talk.
Hey, and when do we text? We text 4, 5, 6 in the morning,
right? Yeah, every time I text you, man, I'm up early. That's right. Hey, dude, you answer. You get it? You don't hardly sleep, huh?
Nah,
you like the devil and never sleeps.
Yeah,
that's all right. But yeah, you're right, man. Our time is up, man. Our rent.
Hey, we'll be back. We'll be back next week. What is next week?
Next week, Wednesday, whatever that was.
We'll be back. If you haven't, be sure to follow us on Facebook and share it. Like us and subscribe on YouTube. Check out our website. We have our email address if you need anything. Ricky's number is right there at the bottom.
832-537-8536.
So you guys be sure. And if you missed it or you want one,
and don't be texting me no bullshit, man. Edgar, David, don't be texting me no bullshit.
No pics.
No bullshit. Yeah.
With that, man. But y'all be sure if you missed this one and you want someone else to catch it, it'll be available on every podcast platform as of tomorrow morning. So be sure and check it out. Hey, we got
Edgar. Who's Edgar, man? Edgar wants to be on the show. Who is that?
Man, say when.
Edgar Banda. I want to what? Be on your show.
I want to be on your show.
Yeah, well, come on, man. Let's bring him on. Hey, call Raul and schedule it. We'll bring you in.
Y'all easy fellas. Happy holidays, Will.
Happy holidays, William.
I went to Iraq. I was in Iraq with him.
No
man.
kidding.
I was in Iraq with 3 of these guys talking now, bro. Yeah,
all right, man. We need to bring them in soon, dog. Are they here local or what?
No, but we can virtually.
We'll fly him in.
Shit. You heard it. He said he'll fly you in.
Hey, I'll fly you in, dog. I ain't tripping. You let Raul know. Anywhere in the United States, we'll fly. Anywhere Southwest Airlines goes to. Ain't that right, baby cakes?
You said we're back there, bro.
Don't be rolling your eyes. God damn it. Sorry.
With that, you guys be sure to have a good one. And hey, Ricky, as always, man.
Hey, man, the lie's dead, bro. We do recover.
Damn right. Oh shit! I forgot to push the button.